Alright, hello there, what's up guys? This is Kingdom, and today I am bringing you another game from Eflux Gaming's Dota 2 Arena Season 2. This is Nameless Juans versus Travis Club. Travis Club's been doing extremely well through this tournament. I actually don't know if they've dropped a game yet. However, this time their star player, Dragonfist, is not here, so we'll have to see if they can still hold together without him. Seriously, he's been dominating every single game. That's why I haven't cast him yet, because it's been complete stomps, in all honesty. So we're going to see a gyrocopter pick up here, in addition to a TA Rubick Undying, so it looks like that Undying Rubick gyrocopter is going to be a trilane. That's a pretty scary trilane. You've got your gyrocopter stun, which he's not going to launch until Rubick's done his little tossing thing, meaning that it's going to be a pretty reliable stun, although not as much damage, because it'll probably be from closer up. Undying also is just an incredibly strong trilane hero. He's got the tombstone, got the all of those damage and heals. On the other side, you've got a pretty strong trilane coming from Nameless Juans. Luna's always a strong trilane hero. Dazzle, again, we saw Nameless Juans use this one before as in a solo mid position. We'll have to see if that's what they do again. Anyway, Luna's a strong trilane hero. She's got a lot of damage and adds a lot of damage to the team with her Lunar Blessing. Nyx's always an incredibly strong trilane hero. The stuns, the mana burn, and then Jakiro is another incredibly strong hero with that ice path. So it's going to be two pretty strong trilanes clashing against each other. I'm assuming typically that Undying is going to go into an aggressive trilane and just completely stomp, and attempt to completely stomp anyway. We'll have to see if that happens. Just waiting for the last time Dazzle's. Yeah, I'm really excited to see this Dazzle picked again. He's really a very strong hero, and I'm surprised he doesn't get played more often. Grave is probably one of the best abilities in the game, and his heal is extremely strong and does a lot of physical damage and does a massive minus armor. Brewmaster is the last pick up here from Travis Club, and that's a really well-rounded team in my opinion. You've got plenty of lockdown coming from the Rubick the Gyrocopter. You've got some slows also from TA, Undying, and Brewmaster. On top of that, you've got some pretty cool team fight coming from Gyro ult and Brewmaster ult. Rubick, of course, is able to steal a bunch of cool spells in this game. Macropire, Ice Path, any of Nyx's spells are great. And then Luna's ultimate, of course, is an excellent spell to steal as well. Dazzle's spell is also very strong to steal, so lots of fun for Rubick to be had. On the other side, I'm not really worried about Nameless Juans at all. They've got plenty of damage. Their trilane's pretty strong. What they lack right now is a very strong solo mid hero. We're just gonna have to see what they come out with. It's Queen of Pain is not banned, so that is an option. You've also got the option to go for an Invoker. I don't know. I think Racist Spread's a good Invoker player, so they could go for that option. They really do have a lot of options available to them here. It's just gonna come down to what they want. Against TA, I really don't know who the best option for them right now is. Leshrac is banned out. That's a pretty good one. You can always throw that Venomancer solo mid against the TA, as has been proven recently by that Fistful of Tangos tournament. So just gonna have to see what these guys want to do and how they want to play this one out. It's really up to what they want to pick here. They've got only just a couple seconds left to pick something. It's going to be Lone Druids. They're going to probably throw that Lone Druid solo mid, unless they do the Dazzle solo mid again, and put Lone Druid in that off lane position, where he should be solo against, I think, the Brewmaster, so that won't be too bad of a lane for him. Alright, go ahead and wait as these players pick up their heroes and get ready to launch off. See what's going to go down. I think a lot's going to come down to the tri-lane and how the tri-lanes do. Both teams, of course, putting a lot of stock into their tri-lanes. Luna's an incredibly strong hero if she can get that good start. It all depends, though, on whether or not she gets that start. If that tri-lane can pick up a couple kills for her, she's going to do incredibly well in this mid-game. Gyrocopter, of course, a squishy hero, capable of doing a lot of damage, yeah, but he's a squishy hero, so not really capable of standing up to that Eclipse. Alright, let's go ahead and introduce these players. Here on the Radiant side, we've got the Bears on a solo mid TA, I'm assuming. Nramler on the Rubick, Kishmib on the Brewmaster, Travis playing that Gyrocopter, and Archandar on the Undying. Up on the Dire squad, we see off-lane Druid gonna be picked up by Jack Swift, Friend of Zombies on a Nyx Assassin, Pelican on the Jakiro Dualistic on the stand-in Dualistic on the Luna there, and Racist Spread going solo mid with the Dazzle, so we'll have to see how this works out. See what goes on. Looks like we see 5 men coming up into the dire jungle. Radiant probably looking to get off those wards, make sure that they have control over the pole camps and control over this top lane for the upcoming trilane versus trilane clash that I'm assuming is going to go down. Yeah, we do see Luna coming out here. I don't think she's going to solo. It does. I mean, if she solos, she's going to have an absolutely terrible time. Not really be able to do anything. Actually, these guys might be going. They've dropped an aggressive ward here for vision to allow them to dive, and after that, it looks like they're going to back off. Oh no! Racist Spread might be in exactly the wrong spot. No, he's a little too far ahead. Gets vision early and is able to back off. I don't think they'll be able to get a first blood there. That could have been, if he'd been sitting on the low ground instead of the high ground, that could have gone terribly for him. Very easy first blood for these guys. Instead, it looks like they'll be able to get pretty set up for their tri-lane. And now, of course, the Dire do know what's going on. They got vision of that tri-lane from the Dazzle, so I mean, they probably could have guessed it from the beginning. It will be that. No, actually, Brewmaster's going to be in the tri-lane. Direcopter soloing the bottom. No, Direcopter solo mid against the TA, and we've seen this matchup a couple times, and I really do think it favors the. It's not Direcopter versus TA. What am I talking about? It's Direcopter versus Dazzle. TA soloing the bottom lane, and I think that's going to give TA an excellent ability to start out. Lone Druid won't be able to shut her down, although he will be able to farm pretty well, depending on how good of a job she does at getting off that harass. Top lane's gonna be what we want to watch here, though. It's gonna be trilane versus trilane action. Of course, Brewmaster is a pretty strong trilane hero. I don't know that he benefits as well from the protected farm as a lot of other trilanes do, but in an aggressive trilane, he's able to do a lot of damage. That clap does way more damage than it claims to. It says it does 100 damage at level 1, but it feels like 600. We're gonna see Dualistic is gonna be immediately picked off. 3-man Ice Path as well as the stun from the Nyx Assassin will not be enough. Just so much burst damage. 1 blast, 1 clap, and 1 decay is all she wrote, and Luna's now really on the back foot here. We're going to have to see some really good play coming from the Dire tri-lane in order to make this back up and get back into a position where this tri-lane will be manageable. See Luna walking back into lane. It's really going to come down now if the mid can do well enough. Oh no, Tombstone gets dropped. These guys want to dive even further past the tower. The tower is not affording any protection to the Radiant. I'm sorry, to the Dire. Luna's going to get picked up, thrown back, but there's no follow-up stuns. Ice Path is going to shut this down for the moment, but now it looks like Radiant on a little bit of the back foot. If we could go forward, get maybe a good stun off here. No, we don't. It doesn't look like the... no, Nyx does have a little bit of mana. It's not enough. Wasn't able to get that stomp, and Luna was not in position to do some right-clicking damage. So that'll end that engagement. We'll have to watch again, see when the next engagement comes down. Mid lane is... Let's take a look at our last hits. We do see that mid lane is going pretty far in the favor of the Dazzle right now. He's handling himself pretty well. He got twice as many last hits as that Gyrocopter. He's actually maxing Poison Touch, it looks like. No, it's 1 point into each right now. And using that harass into the slow. Up on the top lane, we're going to see a little bit more engagement. Luna went a little bit further forward than she perhaps should have. You can go ahead and throw down some right-click. Ice Path, very well laid by Pelican there, protecting his carry. I'm going to shut down that engagement for now. Luna's really not able to get into the lane to get farm at all. Only got 1 last hit, while this Panda sitting on top of the last hitting chart right now, up at 10. Lone Druid also having a lot of difficulty on this bottom lane. It looks like he lost his bear. Yeah, just resummoned it. Unless he sent it back to base. I don't think he did. So that is going to cause some problems. He has been able to get a fair amount of farm. He's keeping up with the TA, but he isn't able to really win the lane decisively. And kind of saw this coming. I thought it would be. TA is a better laner than the Lone Druid. Not quite able to do as much as you would want him to in that situation. But in the mid lane, at least, is still continuing to go pretty fairly in the favor of the Dire. Racist Spread, the last hitting fairly well. He's got himself a bottle and is enough money to get himself some boots as well now. And looks like the Gyrocopter has not opted for a bottle, at least not yet. There goes a level 2 Poison Touch, going to slow down this Gyrocopter. Can't really get too close. Oh, those are some early levels into Flak Cannon. No, it's not Flak Cannon, it's just a sound. Alright, on top lane we see Brewmaster getting another kill on the Luna. Going to be chasing the Shakira down under the tower. We'll probably get this kill, just 1 or 2 more right clicks. Another decay. No, just waiting to give the last hit to that Panda now. And now over here it is Nyx Assassin going to get himself a kill on that Rubick, but now he's in trouble, trapped in by the creeps. Oh no, here comes Archandar. All he needs to do is drop 1 decay. Don't even know why he's bothering messing around. Tango out is attempted, but Brewmaster is there with the stomp, gets the triple kill now. Brewmaster off to an amazing start, already 1,000 gold, so he has mana boots as soon as he wants them. That will help him to continue spamming that clap and continue to maintain this lane control. Envisaging up on the Dazzle, will he be able to make anything work with it? He has to do something because this top lane is losing to a very high degree. Panda just doing too much work. And that Undying showing that he is still the king of the tri-lane. Bottom lane, we do see that TA is continuing to have a bit of an advantage, a little bit low in terms of mana, taking some harassment. Of course, that's Orb of Venom. Poison damage does not cancel refraction charges, doesn't do enough damage after reduction or before reduction either. However, that does actually mean it does the 3 damage. Top lane, we're going to see even more engagement. Looks like this Dirge is getting low. Might go down. No, Rubick will fall. Doesn't look like Dirge will actually go down. Nyx trying to get into range. He's too much slowed down though. Those zombies, he's going to stun the Brewmaster and turn back around. Luna's still alive somewhere. Luna made it out, right? No. Where is Luna? No, she's back at base. She died earlier. All 3 heroes on the top lane die again. Brewmaster now going to take this tower as well. So he's off to an amazing start. Already getting pretty close to a blink dagger. He'll have it in about 600 gold. No, 700. And now Luna's really going to be on the back foot. She's only gotten 5 last hits in this whole period of time. She got 2 rings of protection up, so she's going for the ROA Tranquil Boots build, but she really hasn't had the opportunity to get any of it. In this tri-lane, they can just keep going. They don't really need to they can either, they've got their options open to them. They can stay here and continue to dominate this lane, take the tier 2 tower without anything that the Dire can really do about it, or they can instead go in and rotate to the mid lane or the bottom lane, take another tower, and continue to press their early game advantage before this lone druid or this Dazzle have a chance to farm out. Looks like there's going to be an engagement on the mid lane. Here's Rubick. He's going to get poison touched up. Only level 3 Rubick doesn't have any of his spell steal yet. Going to throw back, toss up a missile at the Dazzle as well. Dazzle should be fine here. You should walk towards the missile, bro. Yeah, alright. Just tank it. No big deal. He'll go ahead and walk forward. That's 1 kill going the way of the Dire at least. Pretty good kill on that Rubick. Unfortunately, he's only level 3, not that much experience. We see the Panda rotating to the mid lane now. Looks like they're going to go ahead and attempt for a push here. You've got 2 Dire supports rotating down here. We've got a Nyx Assassin as well as a Jakiro. And they'll be trying to get into position here to make something happen. Travis is going to get slowed down. Here comes Nyx Assassin for the follow-up stun, but Panda's got an ultimate. He's coming in. Oh, excellent chain stunning here. Will he be able to get the Panda ult off? Yes, he is. Might be a little bit... no, not too late to save the gyrocopter. Instead, looks like they're going to go onto the Dazzle. Dazzle not able to grave himself as he just graved the Nyx Assassin. Missile going to the Nyx. If he had his ultimate, he could dodge this. Instead, doesn't look like he'll be able to. He can pop his spikes to reflect that damage, doesn't do so. Instead, he's just going to fall. Bit of misplay there. The bottom lane looks like TA is going to get entangled up. She's just going to take some damage and back off. Will not be able to get killed. Bear doesn't quite have the move speed to do that right now without boots. Only level 3 Bear. Tranquil Boots already up on the hero, and he's up to 400 gold, so not farming amazingly well, but definitely farming better than the Luna. Luna has had a little bit of time to herself on this top lane while all that stuff was going on mid. Got herself a couple more last hits, but really not able to do too much. Dirge just chilling here, keeping already with the cloak up means that Luna's beams will not do enough damage to bring him down. Looks like there's going to be an attempted gank. Here comes the Dazzle throwing down the slow. Lots of damage coming. We see stun up. Looks like, yeah, there goes down the Undying. Now it looks like Panda's next. He's going to attempt to bring down the Dazzle before he dies. No, Grave is going to keep the Dazzle alive. And now one more right click for the Assassin. We'll finish off the Panda. There's a 2 kills going the way of the Radiant, and much needed experience going the way of the Luna. She's very close to her 6 now. Get it right after this creep wave.
Swiftly to the temple's defense.
She's going to go ahead and come in here, come up here, get some more farm up while the rest of the map continues to get kind of assaulted by the Radiant. They're really playing very aggressively in this early game. De Beers with the haste rune up onto the Templar Assassin, dropping some farm, getting as much farm as he can here. Druid forced pretty far back here. most of the Radiant heroes are missing, so he's not really able to be in the farming position that he wants to, not able to come forward and get these last hits. As you can see, Gyrocopter's coming in to get him now. Lots of heroes on this bottom lane, doesn't know what's going on. Trap's going to hit. Here comes a missile as well. Second trap. This is a very, very dead Druid. Absolutely nothing he can do. He's going to go in and try to get the kill on TA, not able to do enough damage. Gyrocopter gets the last hit there. And now it looks like there's going to be an attempted trade on the mid lane. Nyx Assassin goes and tries to do some damage against the tower. Creep wave not in his favor. Doesn't have the mana either. But in the top lane, we see Luna continuing to try to farm, getting closer to that ring of Aquila, up to 11 last hits now. Really, she's only at 1 last hit per minute right now. Really got shut down in that tri-lane. Bottom lane, we're going to see a chase going down against the Dazzle. He's sitting low. Grave is on cooldown, not going to be enough damage. He's level 8, so he's got a high level, and high level Dazzle is very capable of doing a lot of work. TP out. No, it got cancelled. I think he must have cancelled it himself. Nyx Assassin gets a kill up on the front line. Looks like the Gyrocopter will go down as well. Rubick falls. Dirge is in the middle doing work, as is the TA. Are they going to be able to do enough damage? Dazzle's going to back off, will not die here. Brewmaster comes in, doesn't have the mana for his ultimate. He will, however, get the kill on the Jakiro, and now it looks like he's going to continue chasing as the Dirge is going very aggressively as well. Double kill for the Panda, picks off the Dazzle and the Lone Druid. Triple kill. Now Nyx is the last one left, has the mana. He's going to use the spikes in just a second for a little bit of stun. Is it going to be enough to get him away? No, it is not. TA will get the last hit there. There's 4 heroes killed on the bottom lane in an attempted tower defense, but those guys, they dove so far past the tier 1, past the tier 2, all the way up to here, and the Radiant did not have the team fight to push it back. The tri-lane was just so underfarmed, and the Dirge as well as the Brewmaster had so many levels. They did get, I think, 2 kills in there, so a little bit went their way, but as you can see, we're really looking at a 5,000 gold lead and a 3,000 experience lead this early in the game. A little bit of a spike back towards the Dire as they were on a killing streak there for a little bit, but just really were not able to get as much work done as they wanted to. Dualistic going ahead and resorting to a little bit of pulling here to allow herself to continue farming. No points up into the glaive yet as she's still severely underleveled. Just trying to use this range creep to tank up the jungle creeps for her just a little bit, allowing her to get some last hits uncontested by this Rubick. I don't know, Rubick's not really able to contest her to that big of an extent. If he goes in, he's just going to get ulted. On the bottom lane, we see more engagement. Gyrocopter dives, gets a kill, but pays for it with his life, and TA also goes down. Ice Path is going to hit on top of this Dirge. He's really tanky, though. Tons of decay stacks. Is it going to be enough? No, it will not. He falls also. No one getting the last hit. Lone Druid did die, though, so really this Lone Druid not able to farm. Going for the Maelstrom build, but not going to get there anytime soon. He's already died 3 times. Fortunately, your Nyx Assassin is doing pretty well. He's up to 4 kills, farming up some zombies as he continues to get some last hits and tries to get himself into a better position. He's already got some arcane boots, and he's really going to have to do a lot of work in this mid game, as is this Dazzle, if the Dire are going to continue into the late game, where I do think they do have a bit of an advantage late game. Luna, I think, Luna's a very strong late game carry, as is the Lone Druid, so both of these guys could take it out against a Gyrocopter in the late game. Of course, Dirge has a very hard cap where he will not be as effective later in the game. See a big engagement on the mid lane. Here comes Ice Path as well. Radiant looking to push it out here. Got 3 in the lane right now. Dazzle ultimate is dropped, only level 1. Here comes Nyx Assassin with a double damage rune. He's going to immediately burst down the Gyrocopter. Further damage coming out. Brewmaster's in the middle. He's going to drop his ultimate, but there's 4 heroes from the Dire here. Will that ult be enough? Looks like it will. Oh no, Grave's going to keep the dragon alive, but looks like Dazzle might be the one to go down. No, not quite enough. Looks like the Jakiro will go down, as will the Dazzle. Nyx Assassin trying to do some work, still with the DD rune, but not enough damage. Here comes a Luna ult. Might be enough to bring down the Panda. Not quite. He's still going to get the last hit off on the Luna. Now it looks like one more hit onto this Panda. Can they do anything? No, they cannot. 4 heroes already dead, and there goes the Lone Druid. That is a 5-for-0 trade. The Dire unable to get any work done there, and it looks like this tower will fall next, waiting for one creep wave, and then I think there's really nothing that they can do to keep this tower alive for now. And as towers continue to fall, this will be the 3rd tower that the Radiant have claimed. The Dire are going to have a harder and harder time finding room for that Luna and that Lone Druid to farm. If they're to have any hope of winning this game, they really have to get a lot of farm up on those heroes very quickly. Luna, of course, is capable of flash farming if she can get up to that level 12, level 13 spot where she can really start doing a lot of farming with her Moonglaves. Just isn't there yet. Missile will be killed. This Undying is very low. Looks like, is that an ultimate stolen? No, it's a Lucent Beam. Nothing too special. Looks like the Dire want to go in. They're going to go in. TA takes some damage but goes invisible. There's a Dazzle ultimate, but he's taking a lot of damage from Rocket Barrage. Looks like he might get back down by the Gyrocopter ultimate. No, Grave will keep him alive. He's going in, trying to do some damage, but he will end up falling as Grave runs out. Next Assassin does kill the Templar Assassin. Now he's getting chased by the Panda as well, the Gyrocopter. Here comes an Ice Path, going to catch on 2. Looks like the Rubick will go down. No! Druid, focus on that Rubick. He was so low. But no, it looks like they're going to go onto this Panda. Panda does not have an ultimate. But in the meantime, Gyrocopter is going to get a kill on the Nyx Assassin. Dirge and Panda going aggressively forward, diving all the way up into the base. Panda just claps, gets a very lucky crit, knocking down that Lone Druid, and now he's on the back foot though. Poison Touch going against him. He's going to get stunned, but it's not going to be enough. Dazzle buys back, but will not be able to get any kills. And it looks like the Tier 2 tower may go down as well. Druid dead, Luna alive, but very low health and very low mana, not able to do anything. That ultimate still on cooldown, but only a level 1 ultimate. We take a look at levels right now. You can see that the Radiant have a massive level advantage. The only ones who really have any levels on the Radiant team is that Nyx Assassin, is that Dazzle, and while they are able to do a lot of work, they're really not able to dominate team fights as well as an entire team, with the Dirge who's level 11, Gyrocopter level 10, TA level 11, and Panda already with a level 2 ult. Just doing absolutely massive amount of work in these team fights. So we're going to see a continued surge of map control by the Radiant. Already not, I don't know, they're really not putting down as aggressive of wards as I think they should. Nyx Assassin here looking to find an opening where he can get a gank off. He could possibly have ganked that Rubick on the top lane. I know it's really difficult for him because they really don't have the map control. They've lost a bunch of Tier 1 towers, meaning that the Dire don't have anywhere to TP to counter gank if someone gets initiated on. Looks like the push is going to continue here. Bring down the creep wave very quickly. Dazzle comes in. He's going to want to throw in some Poison Touch as well. Here's the Lone Druid. Can they get anything done? They can at least repulse the push a little bit. Here comes some moving in from this side. Nyx Assassin wants to go in on the TA, but that ultimate damage is going to get blocked by the refraction charges. Unlucky there. Only a level 1 ult, not quite to level 11 yet. Dazzle wants to move forward too. Can we get anything? No, but Invis used by TA. She's going to back off. Missile coming up at the Dazzle. Not going to get there anytime soon. Going to attack that one, bring it down really quickly. One more click. Nope. Going to go down. Now it looks like they're giving some chase to the Jakiro. Jakiro might be in a lot of trouble here. Blink forward from the TA. Double damage rune on her. This could be very bad. Blink in from the Panda as well. I think this is a very dead Jakiro. Yeah, he's going to fall to the TA. Now it's the Dazzle who's on the back foot trying to run away. In the meantime, in the background, it looks like the Lone Druid went in solo, not able to do any work. He's going to get brought down very quickly. Your Dazzle does get away, barely surviving with just a little bit of health with that Grave, of course. And now it's the Nyx Assassin sitting here trying to do whatever he can to hold this Tier 2 tower in the mid lane. Not going to be able to do anything. Top lane looks like Luna's going to come in here, see if she can get herself a little bit more farm. She's got a point in Glaives now, so she might be able to farm a little bit quicker. Got her Tranquil's ROA, but it's 17 minutes in. You need a lot more than that if you're going to turn the tide of this very, very difficult game right now. She's going to continue farming. It looks like she's being left alone for the most part. Radiant, really what they ought to do is take this Tier 2 tower really quickly and swing up to the top lane and pick off the Luna very quickly if they can, maybe using a smoke to do so, and prevent her from getting any farm. Just really seal the door shut on this game. Luna will continue to farm here, possibly going to go, I think a BKB is her next option. She can get some levels in a BKB up. She might be able to do some work with her ultimate in a team fight. Push is going to go on the Tier 2 tower bottom lane though. Archandar already with a Blade Mail up, so lots of damage coming out of him as well as a lot of tankiness. He's going to be very tough to bring down now. I believe, looking really quickly at items here, we do see that there is no mechanism up on the Radiant team. There is, however, a Demon Edge. Complete forward from the Panda. Undying will finish off the Lone Druid very quickly. Racist Spread staying alive with that Grave. It might not be enough. Looks like, yeah, he's going to fall to the Rubick right now. Dirge diving very far. Ice Path is going to miss. Now it looks like the next one in trouble will be the Jakiro. He'll get bursted down immediately. Luna TP's in, drops an ultimate, but she's 1v5. That's not going to work out. Doesn't even get a kill on the Rubick, and she falls immediately. There's 5 dead. This looks like a Rax already. GG, well played is called by Jack Swift, and that was a very quick game. 18-minute Rax. And very decisively strong play coming from the Radiant side, especially that trilane doing so well with that Panda. Panda's very good aggressive trilane hero, proving himself definitely so. Man, it's incredibly strong trilane play. That Dirge, again, such a strong trilaning hero. I mean, he was able to do so much work, and even though the Rubick stayed low level, and we had really good play from the Nyx Assassin, it really just wasn't enough to hold that trilane, and without that trilane doing well, the Dire really weren't able to come back. Well, and Druid also really did not have a good time on that bottom lane. Just got pushed all the way back, unfortunately. And now it looks, and I mean, this is just a massive game. You can see, go ahead and look at the kill death assist graph. You can see 11-1 on this Panda. He was just completely dominating this game. Might even have, I'm gonna click him, see if I can, yeah, no, doesn't quite have the X-Stick yet. He'll have it in like 400 gold here in a minute, so he got that up incredibly quickly. Gyrocopter also got a lot of farm, despite having a little bit of a difficult time at the beginning against the Dazzle mid lane. He did end up getting a lot of farm through the mid game, especially in those team fights. Here comes Luna. She doesn't have an ultimate. She's just actually going to back off. Did kill the Rubick, it looks like, but I mean that's all it was. This last tier 4 tower is going to fall, and I mean that's really the only important thing. Once that goes down, there's really no way you can win the game at this point, especially with, I mean, nothing you can do. Going to probably come and get some more kills. They did manage to pick up the Dirge here before they died. Nyx Assassin also finishes the TA off, but Gyrocopter's going into work. Flat cannon bringing down the whole team. No, he's going to fall actually. I think that's not quite a team wipe. Panda wasn't there. So it looks like we will have to wait a little bit longer before GG actually happens. I mean, Luna's going to pick up some items. Looks like she's going for a drum, actually. Not a bad item if she'd gotten it a little earlier. Everyone disconnects now, so this is actually going to be the GG. No more last ditch attempts coming from the Dire squad. I mean, Panda just played so masterfully here. I think he's got, yeah, Agstick is coming to him on the courier, so he will, I mean, with that item, with an Ag Blink 20 minutes into the game on your Panda, there's really nothing you can do. He's just such a strong hero for those mid-game team fights, and you really saw that Panda ultimate going to work. And Dirge also, I mean, they were able to get, the reason they won, I think, is that they were able to get a lot of work done before the Dirge really peaked out. Panda also peaks out after the mid-game. Their only heroes really carried over into the late game were TA and Gyrocopter, and those two were able to get a good enough start that they were able to start that late game early. Already, of course, looking at levels, you can see some very high levels in comparison. I mean, the XP graph wasn't that far off. Only 12,000. I mean, I guess it's a lot. Anyway, guys, that was Nameless Juans versus Travis Club. So, thanks for watching, guys. This has been another game from Evlux Gaming Season 2. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, go ahead, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Let me know that you liked it in the comments. So, thanks, guys. This is Kingdom signing out. GG's.